So to begin, I have an instance of VS Code open, and you can see that it is empty. So in my terminal using Ctrl and J, I'm just going to cd into my desktop, and then in my desktop, I'm going to say pnpm create vite at latest, and then enter. And then the name of application, I'm going to call it notes-app, and then enter. And then I'm going to select the React framework and the JavaScript plus SWC Speedy Web Compiler. So enter, and then I'm going to cd now into notes-app, and then I'm just going to say code.-r, which is going to restart this instance. Once it restarts, we can close this. We're not going to be using Copilot, but once it restarts, we can simply say pnpm install, which is going to install all the dependencies that we need for now in order to run our application, and then we can run our application in a moment. Okay, so I've run into an issue here with pnpm. So while trying to install the dependencies, it is giving me this error right here. And when I tried to remedy it using pnpm store prune, it seemed to have worked, but then running pnpm install again still gives me this error. So therefore, what I'm going to do is this. Instead of using pnpm, I'm going to say npm install. So we are now using npm as our package manager instead of pnpm, and hopefully this is going to work. So let's give it a moment, and then we are going to find out. So it seems like npm has succeeded. So let's go ahead and say npm run dev to see whether our application is going to open up. And there we go. So localhost 5173. And there is our Vite application right there. So looking very nice. So now we're going to shut this down because we still need to install a couple of dependencies. So npm install Convex because we're using that as our backend. And then we also want to install Tailwind CSS and at Tailwind CSS /Vite. And then we also need to install at Clark /Clark-React. And as those install, we can jump into Vite config.js because now we need to go ahead and add Tailwind CSS inside here, and then we can import it. So import Tailwind CSS from at Tailwind CSS /Vite because this is what is going to install. And then as this is also installing, let's go ahead and jump into Clark, because inside Clark we need to go ahead and create our application so that we can get our environment variables. So if you go into dashboard.clark.com, you can simply click on this icon right here, their logo, and it is going to bring you into this page. So I can say create application, and the name of application, I'm just going to call this notes app YT. And then we can leave Google as the default sign-in option, and then we can say create application. And there we go. So this is what we have just done right now, and we should not be in Next.js, we should be in React. So simply click on React right here because it uses the Vite template. So we have created a React application, we have done that, and then we have also installed this as a dependency. So now we just need to copy this and then add it into our env local file. So copy, and then inside our workspace, make sure that you're not in any folder, and then you can just double click, or you can simply click on this to add a new file called .env.local. And then inside this, you can just paste in your publishable key from Clark React. And then we need to go ahead and set this up. So we need to get the publishable key, so import it. So copy this, and then inside our main, so inside the source folder, and then inside main.jsx, you can just paste it inside here. And then we need to go ahead and get the Clark provider. So copy this and then import the Clark provider, and then you can now wrap our application. So we can copy this and paste it here, and it is going to wrap our application, which is the app, inside the Clark provider, as you can see, which provides a publishable key, which is coming from here. Okay, now we can save that, and next we need to go ahead and set up Convex. So the way that we're going to do that is we can clear our terminal, and then we're going to say npx convex dev, and this is now the terminal that is going to be running Convex, so it is always going to be open from this point forward. So take note of that. So we want to create a new project from Convex, The project name is going to be Notes App because that is what I call this folder. So Notes App, you can rename it if you want. And then we're going to use the cloud deployment. And what that is going to do is that it is going to create a Convex folder for us. And then if we take a look at the .env local file again, it now adds 2 more env variables from Convex. And then if you go into dashboard.convex.dev, you will notice that now there is a new project that has been created called Notes App, because that is the one that we've just created right now. So we can click on this, and I hope it opens up the development. I want the development, not the production. Take note of that. There we go. So now we are in the development tab. We can go into the data, and you can see that currently our database is empty, and we also don't have any functions inside here. But we are going to set it up in a moment. And for now, I think we can safely close the tab for Clark, and then we can safely close. We can also close. We can close this one as well. There we go. Now we're going to add a second terminal here, and this second terminal is now going to be running our dev server. So npm run dev on localhost 5173. It is going to reload that, and you can see that nothing changes yet because we need to save this file first of all, and then inside our index.css we are going to go ahead and import tailwind css. So @import, and then inside quotes, so tailwind css, like so. And when we save that, now it should reload the application, and you can see that tailwind css is now applied. Now we're going to do a bit of cleanup. We don't need the app.css. We can simply remove that, and then in the app.js you can select all of this, and then you can say rfc, and it's not working, so export default function app, and then let's just return a div that says app. Save that, and now this should say app right there. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and copy some css which is in the repository, which you can find in the video's description or in the pinned comment. So in the repository, you can simply go into the source folder, and inside the source folder you're going to find an index.css. So you're simply going to select all this and then paste it inside the index.css, not the app. So paste it inside here. And what the index.css does is that it imports the fonts that we're going to be using to change our font in the application. And then of course it imports tailwind css, and then it sets some default styles here for the font and then the color scheme as well. And then it sets up our color variables. So for example, if you're on the blue theme, then the colors are going to apply for the blue theme, which is somewhere, where is it? Right here. So if you're on the blue theme, then this is the class that is going to apply, and then it's going to set the primary color into this, and then the primary foreground into that, and then the accent color into that. Okay, now if you scroll to the bottom, these are all themes. So for example, blue, red, pink, teal, yellow, and so on and so forth. If you scroll to the bottom just a bit, right here we're setting the height of the HTML element to 100 viewport heights, or not the HTML element rather, but the div with the ID of root. And then we're setting the font size for everything to be 14 pixels, so that it's just a bit smaller. And then we are styling the scroll bar to look a bit differently. We are increasing the outline for when we focus on an input, and then everything else below this is just styles for our WYSIWYG editor. So those are all styles for that. So if you select an H1 on the editor, and H2 and H3, these are the styles that are going to be applied. So we can save that, and then we need to go ahead and install shadcn. So let's go into the shadcn website. So shadcn, and then we can go into the documentation, and then we can go into installation, and then we're using Vite, so we're going to select this. We already have a Vite application. We have installed tailwind css, and we have this in our index.css file. So now we need to go ahead and add this in our JS config, not TS config in this case, because we're using JavaScript. So we can copy this, and then once again inside our workspace we're going to create a new file called jsconfig.json, and then we can paste that in. We don't need all of this, so you can safely remove that. And what this is doing is that instead of using the dot dot slash type of syntax, it is going to replace it to use the @ syntax, which is a requirement for shadcn components. So you can save that, and then I think we are done with that. Oops, not yet. We need to first of all import this. So copy this, and then inside the Vite config, we're going to import it on top, and then we want to get this resolve so that it resolves the path names properly. So below the plugins, paste that in and then save it, and then now we should be okay. And then we can begin to add components from shadcn. Now I want to mention something that probably you will realize that you get an error right here. And that error, as far as I know, you can ignore it because I've gotten it sometimes, and in this case I've not gotten it. I don't know why, but you can safely ignore it. I don't know why it happens, but when you install shadcn components, it is still going to work. So you can safely ignore that error. And if you know why it happens, then please leave it down in the comments below. So you can go ahead, and now let's see, we're going to add a third terminal, which is going to be for our installations. So let's go ahead and say pnpx, sorry, we're not using pnpm, so npx shadcn init. And there we go. So we want to install shadcn, so yes. Okay, so this is taking quite a bit of time to install. I think it should be faster for you, but as this is installing, let's go ahead and jump into the main.jsx, because we need to set up the Convex provider as well. So right below the Clark provider import, we're also going to import Convex provider. So Convex provider, and then Convex React client. This is coming from convex/react. And then below this, we're going to say const convex is equal to new convex react client, and then we're going to pass in import.meta.env.vite_convex_url, and this is an environment variables that we have in our env local, so this one right here. And then what we're going to do after that is we're just going to go ahead and wrap our app now inside the Convex provider. So Convex provider, we're going to wrap our app inside that, and then the Convex provider takes in a prop called client, and we're going to set it equal to the Convex right here, which is basically the Convex URL, which is this one right here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and save that. But once this is done, I'm going to reload this instance of VS Code because I've just realized that it is not giving me even the drop-down options. So probably it's just an issue that is going to be fixed when I restart it. And finally, there is shadcn. So we want to select the gray color because that is the one that I used. You can use another color if you want, but for the demo, I used the gray color. So I'm going to select gray. And you can see that it is going to update some variables inside the index.css. So right inside here, I don't know whether you can tell which ones it updates, but here, as you can see right there, so this one is also updated, this one is also updated. And let's see, we don't have this, by the way, installed. I don't think we have it, so we're going to need to install it as well. So let's see, I think everything else should be okay. You can see it has updated these variables. Yeah, it has updated the variables, and that's still okay because we're going to be using them anyway. I think that should be all. So let's just wait for it to finish. And there we go. So that command creates a components.json file, which just defines the configuration that you have used for your shadcn configuration, such as the base color right here, and then the CSS is inside the source index.css file. And then it also creates a lib right here, lib folder with the utils, which imports tailwind merge and then gives us this function, which is very useful. So let's go ahead and try to, actually, we're already running our server. So if we were to reload it, let's see whether we get an error. So no error, and you can see right there, looking fantastic. So I think now we should be able to begin building. We can close this tab. I think we should be able to begin building. And the first thing that we're going to do is set up our backend, which is basically Convex.